So in this equation, you're at your house. Where's your house? And so you're going to drive in your car to a park. And this park is 20 miles away. So, let's see, it's going to be time versus over distance. Distance. Okay, so at time 0, you haven't gone anywhere. So your distance is 0 miles. I'm going to do this in half hours or hours, and our distance is in miles. So you're driving 40 miles an hour. So after a half hour, you have gone 20 miles, but that's how far the park is. Now you stay at the park for 2 hours, so at 1 hour, you're still at the park, so it's still 20 miles. Then after an hour and a half, you're still at the park, you're still 20 miles away. After 2 hours, you're still at the park, so you're still 20 miles away. Then at 2.5 hours, this is when you're getting ready to leave, but you're still 20 miles an hour, 20 miles away. But then you drive home at 10 miles an hour, at 20 miles an hour. So after a half hour, which is a total of 3 hours since you left home, you've driven 10 miles, but you're going back home, so you're 10 miles away from home. And then after 3.5 hours, you're finally back home, so that's 0. So I'm going to graph it out now. Okay, 0 hours, that is half hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and then our distance, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 miles. This is our time in hours, and this is our distance in miles. So again, at time 0, you are 0 miles away. And then at time 0.5, you are 20 miles away. And you stay at 20 miles away until 2.5. And then, so at 3 hours, you are 10 miles from home. And then at 3.5 hours, you are back home. So there's your graph.